Hello children, today we'll see about a technique known as gel electrophoresis, that is for separating and isolating of DNA fragments, how it is done. Okay, the process, technique by which the DNA fragments, we know by the action of restriction endonucleases, we have cut the DNA. Okay, this is actually separation and isolation of the DNA fragments by a technique known as gel electrophoresis. Okay, this separation and isolation of DNA fragments, we'll see what are this. See here, first of all, we'll see the picture. Okay, this is what see you have the gel. You see the picture and then afterwards I will give the explanation. This is what the picture of gel electrophoresis. You have the cathode and the anode and the medium. This is the medium. Okay, gel medium. Okay, this is what the apparatus. What happens here, the DNA samples are loaded into wells. Okay, loaded into wells. The picture, this is what here. Okay, they are loaded into wells on the matrix. What matrix is? Agarose gel. They use agarose gel as a matrix. Okay, see, matrix means this medium. Why they are using this agarose gel as a medium? See, this agarose is a polysaccharide. Extracted from certain red seaweed. Okay, this agarose is a polysaccharide extracted from certain red seaweed. It's a natural polymer. It is a polymer is nothing but materials occur in nature, or these are extracted from plants or animals. That is what a natural polymer. It's a natural polymer. Okay, so this is on the matrix or the medium of agarose gel, and an electric current is supplied. Okay, electric current is supplied to pull the DNA fragments through the gel. Okay, and the DNA fragments which are negatively charged move towards the anode, which is positively charged. They move towards the anode, and this agarose, that is what I said. Agarose is a natural polymer extracted from seaweed, red seaweed. And natural polymers, something materials which are extracted from plants or animals. Okay, and this agarose gel, the matrix, it is very useful for separating the DNA molecules by size. Okay, that is according to the size the DNA fragments are separated, and here the agarose gel it plays the matrix agarose gel plays a significant role for separating the DNA molecules by the size. Okay, according to the size. See, according to the size, that is smaller the fragments, the farther it moves. So you can see in the diagram the same thing, how the largest and the smallest far away and the largest fragments. This is because of the agarose gel medium which separates the DNA fragments according to the size. I said no, first one, the DNA samples are loaded into the wells on the medium matrix. Okay, and the electric current is supplied to pull the DNA fragments through the gel. Okay, so this is what the procedure of gel electrophoresis, how they are separated according to the sizes, and the separate, what happens, the separated DNA fragments now it can be visualized. Okay, it can be visualized only after coloring the DNA with a compound known as ethidium bromide, immediately followed by exposure to UV radiation. Then only you can see the fragments, pure DNA fragments, otherwise you will not be able to see. Okay, you can see bright orange colored. This is what the view. See, I said no, if you just add this stain this is what with the ethidium bromide, that is a coloring agent. You can see immediately it will be followed by the exposure to UV radiation. You can see bright orange colored bands of DNA in a ethidium bromide stained gel exposed to UV light. This is what. So you can see the beautiful orange color bands of the DNA after it has been staining. After it has been used this ethidium bromide as a stain. Okay, and the separated bands of this DNA, what happened? It will be cut from the agarose gel. Okay, from the matrix, it will be cut from the matrix and extracted from the gel piece. And this particular step is known as elution, which is very, very important. Okay, the separated bands of the DNA, they will be cut from the agarose gel and extracted from the gel piece, and that step is known as elution. So the DNA fragments purified in this way are used in constructing recombinant DNA by joining them with the cloning vectors. You know very well cloning. Okay, clone, that is what they carry. They carry the alien piece of DNA before it has to be purified. So the DNA fragments purified in this way, they will be just used for constructing DNA, recombinant DNA. We previously saw the steps involved by joining them with the cloning vectors. Okay, next class we'll see about the cloning vectors. Cloning vectors are how they are engineered. Certain things they'll be made to carry the alien piece of DNA. That only we are going to see in the next class. Okay, how these cloning vectors are engineered. Okay, that can be plasmids and bacteriophages also have the ability to replicate. That also can be used as a vector. Even bacteriophages I said is a virus, okay, that infects and replicates inside the bacterial cell. Okay, both can be used. Okay, that's all about this. Thank you children, have a great day.